Hello and welcome back to A Hero's Rest. We're continuing on our beautiful little town of Agentia as we move into some of the endgame stuff today. And hopefully, I think, probably by the end of this, we'll be able to do the first raid boss and go out and explore. We are working our way through a lot of the slay quests and some of the major bosses. We're into tier 3 and pushing into some tier 4 gear. We may need to rework some stuff today. I messed around with some ideas the weekend in a new map because I was just kind of curious on how to build some different things. I also realized in this mini screen here, you can actually click and gather resources when you see them in the background as you get a nice view of the town. I do wish that the roofs would show when you're just looking around. Get pummeled 3. Deal 50k damage with heroes during training. Oh, nice. Okay. That just automatically completed. Maybe it was already done. So one big thing I actually discovered that I forgot about was in the old crafting menus for food and potions. I can actually add in chances to create better stuff here by adding seasons, topping, and fresh ingredients. We create better versions of stuff to be crafted. So as we choose to sort of fill out our warehouses, we can produce excellent goods that will sell for better. And it just costs a little bit more money up front. Money hasn't really been a problem for us for quite a while now. So we have the option to sort of expand that a little bit. You want to name someone Sir Dragon's Slayer? Sir Dragon's Lair? How about Jake? Or actually, let's go with this Felky. CR52. Sir Dragon's Lair. A shaman. Typical bard or donkey. The same picture. All right, we do have to defeat the Orc Warlord. Successfully unlock 5 trade routes. Like these jobs we can do, but we don't necessarily need to. We're at 4 trade routes. All right. So where are we sitting on all of our quests and the like? We got 23 quests lined up. Wow, we make so much grain. Totally nonsense. It looks like we got to set up 3 bandit quests. We did kill the boss for the bandits. So we can grab some tier 2 stuff. We're low on tier 2 leather. So let's slap a few of those bad boys out there. I think today we're going to focus mostly on slay quests. We've almost got enough to fight the orc boss. It looked like tier 2 wood was a little bit short as well, so why don't we just throw out a couple of quests there too. We're getting lots of good daily goods. So the other thing was crafting potions. We can also spend the extra money here and make excellent versions of the potions. I think the only thing is that I can't I do have to craft them individually for this to work. Does seem to be the case. On the bright side, they do seem to come in at really good quality, so... I want to look at making us some higher quality gear today, so we got to look at, like, what do we need? We're actually decently stocked in most stuff. I think a lot of if we're making, like, tier 3, tier 4 stuff today... We set all the trade routes to tier 3, and I'm actually wondering if I shouldn't set them all to tier 2. But I guess it's only like a single individual thing shows up. So maybe it's not the worst idea. Taylor is short on capes. Because, like, I can just make these without necessarily saving them. And then we can have a handful of these in at tier 3. Kind of seems like one of the better ideas of what we could do here. Or at least certainly not the worst idea. A Necro Knight, Newton the Dusty. One of the vampires, I suspect. Which actually we're running a little bit low on. Newton the Dusty. He's a goblin slayer. There's our man. He's looking pretty bougie. Very vampiric. Death Knight? Oh, we don't actually have a Death Knight. We have the vampires and we have the Death Mages. Which are this weird sort of heavy armor staff guys. Is, I suppose, the best way to describe them. All right, you have no like tier 3 helmets, which might be nice to make. We are also prepped to make tier 4 helmets, but we just don't have the gear for it. So I'm just going to pump out some tier 3 stuff in the meantime. Because it's better than nothing. Maybe like this weird demon crown. Throw a few of these on the old fire. All right, so the blacksmith and the woodworker are really the only ones left with actually tier 3 gear right now, or access to tier 3 gear. So let's do a little bit of that. We can start with the pole arms. We can actually, we don't even have these guys ready to go. So let's just make some of them to level it up. The bows are the same. We do not have tier 3 of these guys unlocked yet. But here we go. Fancy elven bows. Let's go with that guy and this guy maybe. And this can be the tier 3 elven bow. Yeah, my biggest issue with the game right now is that it doesn't save any of the like color combinations or emblem combinations. So you have to re-click this every time. I'd love it if actually when you clicked this, it just opened up a box that said something like, here are all the emblems and here is a color slider so that you can just quickly rip your way through and make better versions. I think that would make a lot more sense to me, personally. Oh, magic stats. Which we do actually have in tier 3. Couple of those shaman stats. Nice. Legendary. Gotta love it. Another legendary. Hell yeah, dudes. Unfortunately, a couple of broken staffs there as well, but a mage that shoots dust would be pretty powerful. I mean, is that not just like a geomancer, technically? This guy's coming out here to restock, and I'm like, you are too slow, my dude. All right, we have 22 quests up, and I think we can have, what, 30? Yeah. There are no CR17 quests, so... Wow, CR17 is not very good. I guess let's make it like wood. And I'll put some metal ones in here too. At least we know. Geomancers use sand. Everyone knows that, right? Not dust. So it's a technical difference. Similar, but different. In Avatar: The Last Airbender, they use dust clouds as offensive tools multiple times. Ooh. Checkmate. Look at these flags are clipping through themselves. Very comical. I have room for one more hero type. I only have one strength attribute. I have 3 dex guys, 2 wisdom, 2 constitution. This stuff should be changed. Let's reset this guy. I don't think I want people to change classes anymore. And I'm going to take the tier 4 stones. Because those are very powerful. And I know I just made some broken stuff, so... let's at least recycle this. Not much good selling that off, so... sand, what a fancy dust. Just chorus dust. Not entirely wrong. I'm low-key just thinking about buying some of the tier 4 stuff now. Okay, I have no tier 4 leather. I owe a lot of money, so I don't want to buy too much here, but... I think we're at the point now where we can actually spend our times just, like, deciding what are the fancy weapons we want to make. I'm close to having this leveled up. So let's do that, and then we can at least make a tier 3 version of the green sword. This is our, like, berserker sword. Wow, it really gets obnoxious, some of this, once it hits tier 3. This knight has a lot of wood-themed stuff around it. Has traditionally been their more color scheme. Let's give them something like that. I kind of even like... we'll go with the green on that. God, the color matching sometimes is so bizarre. Sold on these guards. I think that's the best looking one, but I don't know. We'll call it the vegan cleaver cleave. I have no idea. Save that one in there. Pop out 3 of them. Actually, pop out another 3 just in case. We can consider throwing some upgrades on there. These guys have tier 3 versions as well available. We also have... I mean, where are we on actual equipment here? We're short on all the tier 3 mail. Mostly because I'm low on steel, so... Getting some legendaries in the meantime. Trader's packing it up. Just to buy some more metal so we can make a few more of those heavy armors. Yeah, I kind of think I want to get rid of the tier 1 stuff and just start focusing on... I'm going to do this. We're going to get rid of all the tier 1 gear. And then we can just start building tier 3 stuff. Which I think just looks nicer. In general. This is for our Necro Mage. I like this vibe. Save that in there. We'll make 3 of these. Bada boom. We're just doing the anime filler episode. A game about outfitting heroes ends up on a discussion of technically discussing what dust is correct. We got more red mist coming back in now too. These guys are all out of food again. You know what I really need here is more storage for these guys. Because then I can create a ton more food all at once. And I can create it with the extra seasonings. Huh, I am ironically very low on fruit. I am extremely low on fruit. Let's make some quests. I have to kill 5 elementals. Uh-oh. I don't think we fought any elementals yet. The lads say they're willing to do it. They will bring back copious amounts of fruit if they do. Who's on quests right now? You're on an orc quest, you're on an orc quest, you're on an orc quest. 3 orc quests are turning back. What about bandits? 2 guys are hunting bandits. We're going to need to hunt some more bandits then. We can hunt for tier 2. It's fall, so we get a lot of extra leather here. I'll just toss out a couple of those. As many as I can. We're maxed out. Let it ride, baby. Random conversations while Agent streams is pretty much on point with the chat. If we aren't super focused on what we're doing, we tend to be a flighty bunch. I'm perfectly fine with that personally. It depends on the game I'm playing. Some games are about just chilling and having background noise. Other games are much more involved. It varies. I ain't gonna be upset about it either way. My dudes, we're out of shoulder pieces again. Pauldrons are hot ticket items, I gotta tell you. Probably because we have so few combos made here. Oh, hold on. We got a king's request. Everything except the leather here I have ready to go. Look at the iron. 1,000. So I got 13 days. So I just got to wait until the trader comes back in and I get the rest of that leather. These guys have some boxes here, but I think I'm also going to just make some more storage in here because the pauldrons and stuff seem to take up quite a lot of room. And it seems like it would be beneficial of me to build like a lot of them. Even if they're only tier 1. Ignoring the fact that we can build tier 4 here.
AgentNumberOne, hi, AgentNumberOne, hi, AgentNumberOne.
Perion, hello. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for 39 months, my dude. Beach episode means Rule 34 stuff? Oh no, are we having a beach episode? I missed that memo. Sir Dragon Slayer's name is the reason why this episode happens. I think that's fair. The fans want to see Dusty whip out something more than the dust. Ayya. Ayya. Okay, what do we have in terms of... Can I, like, if I make you tier 4... I can't, okay.
Battle dumpy, battle dumpy, battle dumpy, battle dumpy.
Joka, hello. Thank you for 29. Thank you for the dumpies. Thank you for them dumpy boys. I hope you're well. They better pay handsomely. Chad has now completely lost the plot. What were we supposed to be doing? I'm not sure I ever knew. Can I build some more, like, armor stands? I feel like this guy has all these nice armor sets, and I don't get to show off nearly enough of them. These, like, legendary swords here on this back wall. Up in a few more of these bad boys, maybe. And then we can have more armor stands. Like, I can't go there because of that banner. Oh, that is a little frustrating. That is a legitimate complaint. Why can't you go out here? Okay. I'd rather have the armor viewable, so. Just here, never doing anything besides Wordle? I mean, yeah, listen, that's a good way to spend the day. We've been doing a lot of crosswords. My partner got a crossword book for Christmas. And so we've been doing a lot of crosswords. And they are fun. It's very nice. I love little games like that. Works on the brain, keeps you smart. What's this under? Isn't it under upgrades? Oh, yeah, there it is. I mean, this guy is mostly weapon racks. He sells a couple of shields. I don't really see any reason why that should have to be. There we go. We're just tidying up today. Getting ready for the big final fights, you know? Making the shops look good. Some of the shops look good. Some of them are an absolute mess, and they may never change. Restock, restock, restock. Restock. You out of stuff too? Restock. You're fine. What about you? I know you have stuff for sale. You're good, you're good. Okay. The other big thing here. A couple of tier 3 bags. I have all these upgrade stones. I really should start using them. I'm only willing to use it on stuff that I have produced, though. Because I'm greedy. Come on. Yes. Helps to make at least everything have a little bit of magic on it, because then they get the huge stat buffs. Okay. A storm is forming. Visitors won't be able to reach the town, and quests will be harder to complete by 15%. Good to know. Good to know. Comment on what outfit you'd like Jareth to be in. Is this game scripted? It's pretty much random events. There are like some scripted stuff that happens, but it's mostly just in forms of tutorials and... Everything else seems pretty regularly. Just weird additions. Weird events and the like. Alright, we are also sitting on crazy amounts of cash again. So I could spend money buying stuff, but I could also just transmute, say, like, this metal. Which I have literally thousands of. And it's so cheap to transmute. Okay, we're making some tier 4 weapons. We're going to be big time making some tier 4 weapons. Let's go over to cloth as well. We can make a bunch of this. Can't believe how cheap this is to do. I can't believe I never thought about doing this earlier. That goes pretty quick. Ba, 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 ba. But I'm kind of the opinion that it's like if I ever have over 200 of any of these resources, let's just start burning them down. Oh, nice. And the trader just arrived as well. Or is arriving. Trying to joke with the YouTube comments. Oh, I see. I see what you're doing. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Wow, they ate all my food so fast. This is problematic. Hello again, Mona. Really desperate for snuggles and attention today, are you? Not that I'll complain. Seeing as I have a ton of this... Oh my god, I forgot to put the fresh ingredients on all this stuff. Just made all that food and forgot to do the one thing I was doing it for. We can also open up a bunch of these bad boys, because I have all of these tokens on the regular basis. And I can't spend them on anything other than loot boxes. That got so expensive so fast. Complete 15 quests influenced by the red mist. Got 23 quests still in stock right now, so I feel okay. We said we were going to make some swords, I think was the plan. Just so we have that on. Not scripted, mainly having a laugh at those YouTubers who ask you to like the video before you've watched the thing. Realistically, at this point, most people on YouTube know the game, so there isn't much reason to do all that. I know, that's, I don't even say it. Like, I have the little thing that pops up 30 seconds in to remind people, but that's it for me. I'm not doing anything more than that. We all get it. You know what's popular is offhand daggers. I think we have a few people that use these. So let's make a tier 3 version. Oh yeah. Sharp and stabby with a big cleaver on the side of it, maybe? I just wanted spiky. Colors on this one are quite a bit off, but we'll allow it. And we'll call it the Twitching. Thank you for the raid. Come on in, little zomboid. You know what? We'll call it the zombie. The zomboid blade. We'll rack it up. Thank you so much, dude. How is your zomboid today? I've been playing a lot of multiplayer zomboid right now. Craving for multiplayer to come to this new patch. Ever so much. Ever so very so much. I hope you were having a good day. I hope you were surviving. Welcome on in. Welcome, Raiders. We're playing a little Heroes Rest today, which is a very, very cute RPG adventure town simulator where you basically run a town and then you hire people to show up. You give them quests and then they go off on adventures. They wander through your town purchasing equipment that you set up. Sometimes they wear weird equipment mismatches. Other times they look nice. Other times they've got a cohesive version. But you make the classes, you make the equipment, you sort of design it how you want. You assign who can wear what. It mostly works well. Sometimes you can purchase some stuff from out of town for the schmucks to be wearing. And then you grab a quest board and you set up quests and you say, like, we'll reward you if you go out, you slay a bunch of elementals, or you do a bunch of treasure hunting or expeditions, all sorts of stuff. It's very fun. It's very cute. It's a good laugh. Getting some riots in here? Oh my God, this is a lot of riots. We're pretty far along in it right now. We're probably going to beat the rest of it today. At least that's the plan. We got to kill 5 orcs and trolls for this quest. They're not going to be happy with us. But when are they ever? So let's set 5 of those on the board. We can get a bunch of nice leather for this, which feels like a smart choice. The elementals are being worked with. If we fight all those orcs, we'll probably get to fight the orc warlord next. Did I forget to buy this leather? Oh no. All right, we have time. He'll be back again, the traitor. We can buy the leather we need to fulfill the king's request. And we did also just pick up cloth was the other fancy thing. So I think let's make some high level cloth gear right now. We're not quite at tier 4 yet. But we can get some experience on these guys. So close. We also need capes. We also need, I'll tell you what, magic focuses. We don't have these very well leveled up at all. And they are dirt cheap to make. I might actually make a whole bunch more of these. Legendary. Love making the fancy stuff. Nice. All right, so let's make some tier 3 magic focus for these guys as well. These are our shaman focus. Ooh. A cape. I like this rocks for these guys. The lighting in here is terrible though. Man, I kind of like this. Maybe like a deep green emerald. Can't really see the lighting on this very well, but that should in theory be brown. Nice, and we've got a season summary here now as well. Let's just put this together, save it, make a handful. Wow, that's really good craft. And see how we did. We completed 4 out of the 5 threats, 97% quest efficiency. We have 5 out of 4 active class variety. Our most profitable shop has become the tanner, probably because everybody needs pauldrons and everybody needs helmets. And the apothecary is the best quality shop. That ain't so bad. Whole region's burning down, very nice. A+, spicy riot. The browser's caught up. Look at that finger guns. Dude, thank you so much. Thank you so much for bringing the crowd over here. I hope your Zomboid was well. I don't know if Twitch is doing that thing where it loves playing ads the moment people raid. I've been getting hit with a lot of those lately. It is ever so frustrating. We got to go back to that cloth shop and build a few more things, but I am wondering about... Okay, we need more tier 3 wood. I can't make anything nice down here. What about capes? How are we on cape? The cape department. Right, we have access to these tier 3 capes. We just don't have any of them saved right now. You know the problem? I just made these last time instead of... Yeah, so we're going to get rid of the tier 1 stuff. Because here's the problem I'm realizing. If you make the cape without assigning it to a template, it means that anybody is allowed to wear it. Which is not really what I want. Dang it. Because I only want very specific people wearing very specific capes to match their outfits properly. But that's all the tier 3 thread. I still got a lot of blacksmithing supplies. So let's make some swords. Feel like a Riot episode after a Beach episode was very avant-garde way of starting the season. Could have done it without the push of the fandom. I sometimes question the ad Twitch system. It doesn't seem to work for anyone, not even for Twitch. No, it's very, very... I find it very frustrating a lot of the times. Just the inconsistency with it in general. All right, these guys have tier 3 versions of their swords, so let's maybe make these. This, I believe, is the vampire sword. The bloodletter, we'll call this one the blood drinker. Kind of like that spiky guard. That guy. Oh yeah, and you gotta put a big spiky hilt on it. It's like it was made for a vampire. I'm gonna make 8 of these. They came out very mediocrely. We'll also make some of these fancy holy swords. You know what? Yeah, let's throw a splash of purple on these guys. Why not? These are our Crusader swords. You know what? I'm going to give him the most bog standard grip there. We have the Holy Avenger, the Holy Vengeance, the Holy Smiting, the Holy Smiter. Sure, why not? Slap this bad boy in here. Let's make 8 of these as well. The old blacksmith is doing a less good job in this department. don't have a lot of these upgrade stones for these guys, but we'll pump a few of them up with a bit of magic at least. Lots of tier 2 stuff and lots of tier 4 stuff still on hand. All right, so that's swords. Swords. The daggers we're still leveling up. And the armor we are almost leveled up on. Okay, if we get this tier 3 leather, we can start making tier 4 heavy armor. So I guess if this is the case, let's just make a whole bunch of these tier 2 daggers. And try to level up this dweeb. Holy smiting, Batman, this sword deals radiance damage. Oh, our inventory is full. All right, well, we just gotta let things sell then. We already deal radiant damage, Bat Robin. That sword is useless. Couldn't find quests CR63? Okay. We gotta make some serious heavy duty quests here. Dude, I don't think I can make a CR63 quest. That's a CR63. That's a spicy meatball. Somehow I don't have scavenging maxed out here either. I think I'm actually just gonna... Oh, you know what? There's no point in me doing this. Literally, not a single hero can do this quest. I did just get a quest to kill 5 bandits. So I'm probably going to do 5 boss quests for that. I did say I was hurting on wood. So let's set those up. And hopefully the big guy will be happy with whatever he can find. These are all just food requests, so they're pretty easy to do. These ones require really good alchemical ingredients, so I don't really want to do that. But let's actually look at the alchemist, because we have nothing in stock right now. That moment when you ask a question, the streamer repeats it and is just about to answer, only for some eyeline mascara interruption that naturally takes however long the answer took. Oh, yes. Always such a joy when that happens. You gotta know what the hottest mascara is. That marketing's always just perfectly on point, you know? God, I'm still hurting on a lot of this. What is this? This is XP, extra gold, CR increase, and additional rewards. You know what? I'm going to make a bunch of these additional rewards. And I guess I might as well just keep transmuting. I'm going to try to keep this policy of anytime we go over 200, I'm going to transmute. Because that should keep us in like a decent stockpile of everything, I think. Or at least I certainly hope so. Man, I'm in constant rotation here. A man cannot keep up. Got none of the good leather. What about tier 4? Okay. Get rid of the tier 1s. Because I hate them all. We're going to make a tier 4 version of the Shaman Guards. And we're going to see what we got access to here. Not that much in fancy stuff. I might go fur. I guess this would be like green, brown, and brown. And honestly, I think I'm just going to put that little tree guy on it. Go the same with you. They are obnoxiously neon. Maybe we can get rid of that. Maybe we could just tone that down. You know what? Let's do that. And these guys are going to be for shamans, for probably green knights, forest rangers, and scouts. I'm going to make 2 of them, and then I'm going to spend a bunch of points upgrading them as much as I possibly can. It probably costs an insane amount to get these guys from epic to legendary, so... Wow, that actually was not that bad. That's a decent price. The Dracula Guard, I would not also mind making a tier 4 version of. Though I feel like they are already perfect in a weird way. Everything is so shiny. Oh yeah, the idea here was I could put it on these giant skulls. Yeah, you know what? We could do it like that. I could use these guys. We just got to make sure that they are a nice, reasonable color. I'd work with that. They'd go on the vampires, the death mages, and the backstabbers. We'll make 2 of them. A rare and a normal. Well. Okay. Epics and legendaries for the tier 4s? I feel like that's a good choice. Very bad if it's about modding stuff because it's obnoxious enough to ask modding questions. Repeating them is a shameful display. Newton, you do nothing wrong, my dude. You were very good on my end. On my end, you're always very good. +2 to Savoir Faire. Canada open source? I'm not so sure about that. I don't even know if we're going to be open borders after today. Ooh, hey, It's a little bit of that junk off. How are we doing? 3 days left on those elementals. Food, we are still running low on, always, it seems. We don't really get a lot of meat in yet. Buns. Sandwiches. Handful of extra beer. Oh man, this Tanner cannot keep pace. So I think I'm gonna make a decision on these trade routes. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have them trade for tier 2 equipment. And all the tier 3 stuff we're gonna make ourselves. Tier 3, tier 4, I want to be unique. Okay, this trader is here. I need to buy a bunch of this leather off of him. Or I should say this trader is about to be here. Apparently we tried in 1999. You get this wrong, you can have closed borders as long as they're public source. Way better payment plan for the government. I don't know that we're making a lot if we go open source. If we go open source government, I feel like that's not good for the economy. 250 times have I clicked these trees. Come on, Sam. Orc Boss is officially active. The best part about that is he gives us renegade stones. Okay, well, why don't I buy a bunch of this? Oh yeah, wood. Tier 3 wood is something that I seem to be running short on a lot. That was very expensive. I should not have bought that much. Okay, slay the orc boss for kind of feel like I should get him to get the leather. It's winter time, so leather and metal is the most value. Okay, let's go to metal then. We gotta slay 5 of them. Those gotta be some pricey quests, baby. And what else do we get good? Leather. Okay, so we'll send some guys here to do some elemental leathering as well. These do not have to be high priority. Just tossed out 2. Sell off a little bit of that. And okay, we just bought a bunch of wood, so we can make the tier 3, a bunch more of this tier 3 wood stuff. Which, what do we actually need here? Tier 3 halberds. we still don't even have access to, so... Just gonna make a ton of these. Oh, tier 2 wood. Why do you have to be so hard to get? Can I buy a bunch of that, maybe? Without totally bankrupting myself? One more. All right, tier 3 halberds. Ooh, a scythe. Well, that's fun. Oh, we got to give them this bonking stick. These guys are meant to be like the town guards. Absolutely, I'm going to give them the biggest bonking stick I can make. The shaft is still pretty straightforward. Oh, I like that it can really be like a dual-ended. This will be called the Eagle's Bonk. And honestly, I'm good with that. Save that onto here. Pop down. So many until the inventory is full. Perfect. Inventory full is what I really like to see. You can't ever be sad about a full inventory. You're going off to the boss. Let's get crumping, lads. We gonna give him a proper crumping, we is. This is great. A bunch of our tier 3 armor here. Making the good stuff. Tier 2, tier 1. We can get rid of that. Let's make some tier 3 vampire drip. Probably you look more vampiric than anything. I'm really starting to lose track of what everything is meant to look like. Sure. For the vampires. And then we'll make a tier 3 forest armor here as well. And get these guys suited up nice as well. Nerd, hello. Welcome in, my dude. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're just doing a little, making our guys look pretty. Little armor design. You know how it is. How we doing? What were you rocking? Dynasty Warriors. So jealous. Are you having fun with it? It's like... Honestly, Dynasty Warriors is one of my all-time absolute favorite series of any game. It's so good. We're playing Heroes Rest. It is a town. I guess it's a town simulator. Basically, the idea is that you run a RPG adventure town. So if you think of animes like Goblin Slayer, you're running the Adventurers Guild. And you're kind of running the entire town along with it, which consists of a handful of different shops. So the main thing is that you have your inn where you sell food, and you also can craft quests for people to come to do things like, slay goblins or bandits or whatever your boss of the moment is. Currently, we're fighting orc warlords, bandits, and elementals. And then they go out, they do quests, they come back into town, and they buy some food, they take a nap, they feel better. all of your heroes, all of different classes, different equipment slots, sort of some different personalities. And then what you do is you design all of their different gear. You build different shops like a blacksmith, for example. And then you can craft items in here. You design the whole town yourself, and you can say like, oh, I want to build a one-handed sword, but I want it to look like this and that and this. And then the colors can, you know, also be different looking and whatnot. And you assign them to different classes. You build different sort of models. And you equip your guys out, and they do adventures. They do stuff. They go out, they do some adventuring. Gain 2 bronze per day. Reduce armor crafting fee by 20%. I feel like that's probably a good buy for us here. Upgrade for our blacksmith. And you are constantly, just constantly spinning plates, trying to make sure that you have enough materials, you have enough money to pay for the quests, you have enough food in the inn for everybody to eat. As your guys wander around, do different jobs, come back to town, get more and more badass. You can name everybody after Twitch chat as well, which is always very fun. Check out the new Dynasty Warriors. I played the demo for the new one, and I absolutely adored it. Honestly, I would absolutely love to play that game. It is so fun. Really, really good. This season has been a beach episode with a dragon fluffer as a side character, a riot episode, and now an episode entirely focused around makeup and match cut to orcs. Yeah, we've been having some real good anime episodes. This is one of our highest level characters right now. I just picked him at random, but Altorin has been pretty much one of the OGs. This was originally designed as my Guts from Berserk class. They just wield a big two-handed sword. They got a backpack. They do have some heavy armor, which I don't know, maybe arguably, depending on what season of Berserk you're in, they'd have different sets, but he's looking good. I'm happy with him. VM is limping his way into town. Coming back, almost died on that last quest. He is brave, so he goes out and he does quests that are above what he can actually handle. Which is saying something, because he's got some really good tier 3 gear. I'm a little bit worried. We still have to kill one more elemental. No, we have to kill 2 more elementals in a single day. Is anybody cashing those in? 2 people are out doing that quest, but they haven't finished it yet. So those elementals may attack the town. Don't forget the sussy kid doing Wordle at the beach. The wisps must be really annoying when trying to take a nap. Yeah, so if you see the wisps, it means that they're wearing legendary equipment. So it's probably like a legendary halberd and a legendary bow. Bane. I was born in the dark. It is very funny as they start leveling up. They really do start with such basic looking equipment and then start buying fancy stuff. I love when they buy the random gear that we trade for, and it totally throws their entire outfit just out the window. Homies, I have no fruit. Can we get some mushrooms around town? Just like, if I don't have any fruit whatsoever, I don't know that we can even feed the people at the inn. I mean, I guess we can feed them beer. Just liquor up all of our adventurers before they go out. It's not the worst idea. It might not be a very good one, but I suppose it's better than nothing. If you're gonna have to go out on an empty stomach, you might as well go out drunk and on an empty stomach. Nothing bad has ever happened that way. Name a character Raging Fred in honor of the raid. We can do that for sure. Who do we got that's a big? Who's a big chunky? We had a guy who had like CR 60 something just recently. You know what? We could name Eltorn. We just took a nice look at him. Why are we getting ads for a Texas travel vlog? Who wants to travel to Texas for vacation? I mean, I guess it's winter time, so that must be somewhat their peak. Nobody's going to Texas in the summer, that's for sure. 43, 40. You are shy on helmets. Okay, we're gonna get rid of the tier 1 helmets here. I can actually make tier 4 helmets. I can make one tier 4 helmet. Let's get these Green Knight helmets going. Auntie Brian, thank you for the sub from Shakel Blue. I guess I should really be thanking Shakel. Thank you for getting his terrible, terrible ads out of here. Low-key, I sort of love the eye patch on this guy, but this is the Green Knight, so I could also go with that pretty happily. Give him sort of this like rusty metal. I love that it changes the color of his eyebrows when I change the hat design. Tell me that ain't confusing. Yeah, you know what? I'm happy with this. We'll call it the Green Guard. This is going to be the template for the Green Knights. I guess the Forest Rangers and the Scouts can probably all wear this as well. Also the Shamans? Well, why the heck not? Make a bunch of these. Get a few good helmets on the guard. Yeah, that's the right guys. Then the Backstabbers and the Vampires have a hat. And the... Oh, right. The Scouts also wore this hat occasionally. Let's get these guys a tier 3 hat. We had one made before. It had these like demon horns. That's right. We call it like the Vampire Crown or something stupid. Demon Crown. Oh, I can change their hair color. Interesting. Bizarre. I think we'll go like that, though. I'm fine with that. Backstabbers and Vamps. Tier 3. Tier 3. Save that one. Make a few of these. Start off with a legendary right away. Not bad. Have a support mage. Cast an anti-ad spell to see the Strouds play, or with the Cowboys get thrashed. Other option, buy a firearm. At a Walmart, get firearms pretty easily. And Texas, oh, for sure. Can't be too hard. Caffeine Fiend cannot find a CR61 quest. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna ask him to go for leather. I'm starting to feel like we should probably take... Yeah. I'm gonna start queuing up regular quests to provide tier 3 equipment because it's a really good level at this point. So we'll do one for leather, for metal, for herbs, for cloth. And I think we already have one there for food. That one feels like maybe we should still be doing it. Choop, 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 choop. So that's most of the tier 4 stuff. That's not tier 4 wood. That's the one I'm missing. Tier 3 wood, I mean. Okay. We have this daily quest for them to get the grain, and they just seem to pull so much from it. I've also asked them to keep getting fish and to keep getting tier 2 herbs. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, I think those are still a good idea. Because we kind of need those constantly just for regular supply. That ought to keep them all busy enough. Didn't you know, Agent, all tieflings are red? Well, actually, only Asmodeus tieflings are red. Zerial tieflings are generally a bit more of a golden hue, and actually, that's not true. I don't know what Zerial tieflings are. Black hued? It's complicated because Zerial is like the fallen. If we're getting it into deep D&D lore, which we certainly can go down that road. We're just gonna make some basic tier 2 capes here. I'm just low on capes. Which is shocking because not that many people use capes, but they keep seeming to buy them up. I'm gonna stick to tier 3 backpacks. And then in the armor department, yeah, we're like okay there. What about the magic focuses? I have none of the tier 3 for these guys, so let's make like 10 of them. Elementals have raged through our land and stolen a little bit of money, but nothing too serious. I have a couple of rocks here. I'm just going to spend them. Not having a ton of luck here. think one of the best things I can probably do for tier 2 stuff is just try to get as many legendary items as possible. Certainly ensuring that everything is at least magically enchanted is a good idea. Ooh, not that. And we'll break down all this, all this stuff that sucks. I'm just gonna go chuck in the recycler. All the broken gear. Actually gonna move you to this side so I can see you a little easier. All right, recycle. 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 There is still definitely some quality of life improvements that could be used in stuff like this. Like, I would just love a button that just says recycle all broken items. That's why I'm here. Give me all the goodies. All red tieflings was 4th edition, which is worse. I don't think they're all red in 4th edition. They used to be purple, at least in like 3.5. Got a little annoyed when I wanted white tiefling character art. Just one of those things no one really knows or cares much about. ATF has a problem with blanks. I mean, probably not to be good. Probably not good to be wandering around with guns any time of the day, you know? Just seems like you're gonna get yourself in trouble. How are we on money? Actually, like, not great. Buy a bit of the fancy stuff. I'm running really bad on food still. All right, okay, all right, here. Yeah, like I feel like traveling with a bunch of guns is just like never going to be a wise idea. I want to make some fancy potions. Because I bought some of the fancy ingredients and like we might as well use them. Not enough gold. Oh, wow. That doesn't happen very often. I'm broke. Overall shop quality, 36.36 out of 40. Is this because I'm just trying to get production up higher? I really don't understand what actually affects that number. Still. Oh, okay, homie, you gotta go man the store, please. I'll take care of this. $66. I wonder, is it just like, do they have max level? Which means like this guy should be 100% if that's the case. Potion seller. Yeah, so he's at 100%. And you? You're not at 100%. But you are at 100%. Bad quality crafting chance. Herbs, leather, cloth, metal, wood, quest success. Yeah, that's all fine. We're back into the cold and brutal winter. So it would seem. We have 4 of the 5 orc warlords killed. So that's good. We'll probably get another trade route once he's killed. Gun safety episode is going to be the most divisive episode of this season. It's been a busy season, let me tell you. Be surprised making a good bullet yourself wasn't easier and safer than repurposing a blank. I think you can still really hurt people with blanks, though. Like, you have to be very careful on like movie sets, for example. If you're using blanks, you can still do a lot of damage with something like that. They will punch through like skin. Not to mention if you were to like fire them at like somebody's ears or something. I mean, I'm not American, so I'm not a gun expert, but my understanding is that blanks are still something that can cause a lot of damage. All right, 62, 81, 58. We're finally starting to run through some of this blacksmithing stuff so we can start getting more stuff there. I continue to be low on helmets and pauldrons. I don't know who all these people coming to town buying all this gear is. I don't know what I'm doing here, acting like I have meat. Or fruit, for that matter. The answer is still buy as much beer as possible. Make as much beer as possible. All right, let's not kill off all of our money. I guess I'm to the point where I could probably just keep doing all of those quests now as well. So sorry, do we have someone coming back into town on that quest? You are returning from a orc quest. Orc boss quests. Excellent, Ube. What about these bandit quests? The game's like, what bandit quests? You didn't queue up any bandit quests, dude. Let's prioritize these elemental quests because I only need to kill 2 of those, but I also need 4 bandits killed. I don't know how that one slipped through the cracks. Aha! I think that's how it slipped through the cracks. Because I didn't have enough room for it. His Majesty has made a request. It's super easy to do. Here you go, Your Majesty. Talk to you later. TTYL, Your Majesty. No royal orders. You must have summoned it. Warlord's End. Legendary daggers. Here we go. A new area has been unlocked. New daily quests gained. Hell yeah. How many daily quests? Just one. But that's okay. So we have all the tier 5 material. Can I have more than 30 quests? No. That's what I really need to do to increase. We can start fighting undead. So I guess let's do that. Gotta kill a lot more elementals. I just noticed I have all these quests for CR 7 to 10 just clogging up the queue, never being done because literally no one is capable of doing them. That was so many quests. So these guys on leather. Start poking at the undead. So funny. I can't believe that. Complete. 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 Like the fact that I can craft anything right now for the basic ingredients. You know what I should do for this quest is set together a very high value food quest. Gather scavenging necropolis for basic food. And we can set that one on repeat. Yeah, because we kind of hurt. Food is like one of the things we can't really farm. Herbs, cloth, and leather we farm. And then I just seem to be generating insane amounts of steel no matter what I do, so. Accidentally said on the Telegram request. The Ermac Loki? I don't know what you mean by the Ermac Loki. Suffering from success. We're now in the anime arc stream. Oh god. Sweet god, no. We can be on the tier 4 armor arc. That's gonna be you. You, and let's go with you. Also gonna make my tier 4 sacred jumpsuit. I think will be that, and that. Goes back to being plate. With old Holy Paladin and... I actually don't even have these guys with a tier 3 gear yet, so... We'll do this one step at a time. I have enough to craft a few of these. Oh, tier 4 legendary plate. Yes, please. This is tier 4. It's got to be at least rare. If I can have a rare, epic, and a legendary of both, I'm okay with that. That is tasty for me. That is very tasty for me. Tier 3 stuff I'm not so panicked about. One would think the food would be the one thing we can actually farm. You would think that, but you'd be mistaken. That's how they get you. I don't have any CR14 quests, apparently. Let's just make a tier 3 version of the dagger here. Sure. This one is always what's the most menacing, ridiculous option I can make. That I'm okay with. That I'm okay with. Let's give them that. A little of that, a little of that, and a little of that. Oh man, this is stab and slash. Tier 3. This is just for our backstabbers. But they're okay with it. They know what they got themselves into. All right, this store is pretty much maxed out again, so I'm gonna just leave it for now and go make a CR14 quest, I guess. Sure, man. I want to make that specifically for the guy who just asked for it, but I won't be too picky. Character that looked a bit like MCU's Loki, but was red in Mortal Kombat. There was a glitch that would change either Sub-Zero or Scorpion to a red color. Change the title to Ermac as part of the error code. Aha. I see, I see. That is a deep cut reference, but I like it. Well, I don't think I'm getting these bandit quests done. Starting to be worried about these elementals as well. Especially considering nobody is actually working them. Hello? Can you guys go out and do these quests? They are a priority. I guess the problem now is I have so many of these repetition quests on priority that I guess they're just eating up most of people's time. Your tireless work has resulted in addition of a new trade route. I don't know what I did for that, but sure. Complete 5 boss quests. Well, that'll happen. Dorn, good day. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. About error Macross leading to people thinking it was a hidden character. It tracks. Oh my god. Can we set up a raid? We've got enough tier 4 gear now that I think we might actually be able to do it. I keep forgetting that this even exists because we've never been close to doing it. Raging Fred is a good choice here. So is Caffeine Fiend. Oh my god, we're totally going to be able to do it. Say probably resin, and then we can take a healer. Galdrick? Looks like he's got the best gear. 80% success chance. 91% chance of a hero dying if we fail the raid. We're bringing 2 green knights, a shaman, and a death mage. Our first raid, dudes. Oh, cool. It's got like a bunch of stages to it and stuff as well. Nice seeing our people train pretty frequently. So nervous about this quest. I'm shocked to find myself nervous about this quest. New people to sell stuff to. I mean, yeah, that is true. We do get a bit of that turnaround. Pump out some of those high level tier 3 potions. And then let's craft up some stuff here. Bandits are ambushing merchants because we didn't get rid of them. That's okay. All right, so I'm going to continue on this rule for the next step, which is like anytime I go over 200 of any resource, we'll just transmute up to the next thing. Somehow I've collected 371 tier 3 wood, so okay, we're going to burn through some of that. And I guess this metal, we're fine to transmute as much of this as we possibly want. Yeah, we have like a basically what feels like an infinite supply of metal right now. It's getting to the point now where I'm starting to play the seasons more to say like, oh, okay, just mass stock whatever the most valuable resource is in this season. And then we swap to whatever else comes after. $40, 78, 81. Here's a big problem is we don't seem to sell much from the woodworker. As much as I wished we did. Legendary tier 4 pauldrons. Another set of legendary tier 4 pauldrons. Dude, this guy is on point. Another set. Wow. Okay. The Tanner got real. I need to create a new set of pauldrons for the Holy Paladins and the Eagle Guard. Because those guys do not have access to anything cool. So we're going to do that next. And we'll call them Golden Wreath. Sure. Eagle Guard and the Holy Pallies. We'll make 3 of them. Giddy up, buttercups. 18.2% chance of death, about 1 in 5. I mean, I don't love those odds, but never really seemed comfortable in resources and gold. No, I mean, it's so easy to burn through it. That's sort of just part of the deal. Because even when you think like you have a lot, suddenly like the trader shows up to town and you just fire through whatever you did have. Suddenly hurting a whole lot on fish again now too. Guess we're just making lots of beer. The raid party is ready and has bravely set out on their quests. And sorry, some guy just said he couldn't find a CR 73. I have to kill 3 undead. Yeah, dude, that's right. There is no CR73 for you. You are correct in saying I can't find a CR73. Oh, I guess actually the orc boss counts. So let's do that. And I guess with our party out, setting out on the Carnifex's crypt, they are just starting to leave town. This is probably the perfect place for us to save this episode and cut this video. We hope you come back and join the next one over on YouTube. We'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.